started producing, I was really afraid of super long passages where not much changes. I think that just comes from like underconfidence and wanting to constantly be proving, oh, look at this, I'm moving, I'm changing.
You reckon you started on the roads?
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
And now I have almost the opposite attitude, where it's like the longer you can hold on to something confidently, the more that says about you.
It always comes back to me when I just play a groove, and then I sort of think how many grooves and styles are born out of a repetitive nature, and there's something innate in them. I feel, and as experienced as a drummer across the world, that's like a human desire to kind of fall into something that's cyclical.
The cymbals, and they were building up, and they were doing arpeggios on the piano, and it was a 15-minute kind of ambient drone, and it was so loud. And then after about 15 minutes, the drummer hit the floor tom, and the bass guitarist just slapped his low E string, and it went boom, and just people fell over, and it was just such a heavy hit. And I think I learned a lot in that moment about kind of holding back and not constantly feeling the need to jump around musically.
Forever. Bit of an odd concept, I guess. Nobody knows what is forever. We have this idea of forever, but what is forever, I suppose, in your sort of life experiences? Generally things are kind of finite, death is kind of certain.
That texture.
And I can give you some weird cymbally stuff as well, man. Weird sounds.
We should do that next, maybe.
Cool. Screeches and... Maybe, I guess, kind of weird. I've never thought about it like this, but forever is kind of hope in a way. Kind of an inner hope. I can't think, has anyone experienced anything forever? Do you know what I mean? So the fact that we even say forever is sort of maybe something innate in us that kind of is wishing for more. Exactly.